All right, we're gearing up for a split weekend as we're tracking a strong cold front that's going to be pushing through for tomorrow, but it's out ahead of that cold front that we will warm again into the upper 70s and lower 80s. On Sunday, it's going to be much cooler, but in between that, we'll have to deal with some heavy downpours. There'll be some fast moving downpours pushing through as we'll deal with some showers and possibly even a rumble of thunder, but it looks like most of us won't have to deal with any thunderstorm activity. A live look now at uptown Charlotte, seeing the blue skies and the sunshine. We topped out at 77 today. Our average high for this time of year is 70. Of course, we were well above that. Upper 70s, that's all we got for today. Tomorrow, we're going to get some upper 70s and lower 80s. As far as the car wash forecast goes, we do have the yellow light for those showers that'll be pushing in for the latter half of the afternoon going into the evening hours. But green lights for Sunday right on through Tuesday as our temperatures will gradually warm back up from the 60s into the 70s, and we'll keep it mostly sunny and dry. So green lights in the car wash forecast after tomorrow. Now tomorrow we've got the warmth, we've got the rain, but Sunday it's going to be much cooler. It'll be a breezy day with highs into the 60s, 70s on the way for next week. Now, high pressure in place just to our south right now across the low country of South Carolina there and Georgia. We've got the cold front that's slowly making its way towards the east. It's behind this that we have some of that cooler, drier air. It'll be pushing in for Sunday, but until then, we'll keep about a 10 to 20% chance for a few isolated showers across the mountains later on tonight. The farther south and east you are, you have lower chances for seeing wet weather tonight. But look what happens as we get into your Saturday here. We'll kick off Saturday morning with a few isolated to widely scattered showers across the mountains. Then it's later in the afternoon and evening that we see some heavier rainfall starting to push through the Charlotte metro area. This is going to last for about 2 hours or so. By the time we get into the overnight hours, it's starting to wind down a bit or becoming a little bit lighter, and it's all out of here by Sunday morning. We're going to see anywhere from about 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch of rainfall and kick off Sunday morning with some cloud cover, but towards the afternoon, we'll start to clear out and dry out and get some breaks in those clouds, but the temperatures, they're going to be on the cooler side. So the weekend split in half, 80s and upper 70s for Saturday with the rain arriving late. We could see some of those showers also impacting the big concert for tomorrow, but Sunday's going to be much cooler, but at least it will be drier. We're mostly sunny. We're dry right now. We're at 77 in Charlotte along with Statesville at 75 in Salisbury, 76 in Rockingham, and Chesterfield is checking in at 79. It's later tonight going into Saturday morning that will drop it down into the 50s and the 40s, and we'll get that surge of warmth tomorrow afternoon ahead of the cold front, topping out at 83 in Charlotte along with Concord, 83 also in Lancaster, 67 for Boone, and then a drastic drop in our temperatures for your Sunday and Monday with highs only into the 60s. So we're going to go from being unseasonably warm today and tomorrow to being a little bit cooler than we should be for this time of the year into the 60s, but gradually warming it right back up into the 70s for early next week and for Halloween as well, as we'll be closing in on lower 80s again by this time next Thursday and Friday.
Up and down we go. Alicia, thank you.